Good evening. We are on for another week of Bible journaling, and I don't know whether I'll have anyone else on or not, but we're going to go ahead and go for it. Oh, volume on. Okay, there we go. All right. Welcome in, welcome in. We are on day 23 of our book that we are working on called 100 Days of Less Hustle, More Jesus. And we do. We need to have less hustle in our life. We need to have more focus on Jesus and put our eyes on him. I kind of struggled after last week, but I got a new perspective Sunday, and I decided, I was kind of nervous last week, and I thought, nope, I am just going to go for it. I am just going to be brave because, man, it's uncomfortable being by yourself, really. But we can do it. It just takes a little more courage. Just slow down. Just go with it. Because last week I was on and off in 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, that was a little fast. But I had basically pre-planned my whole page and had most of it done because I don't want to go too long. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but we will go until we get done tonight. And I don't have anything. I mean, I kind of have a plan in my head, but I don't have it most of the way done like I did last week. So we will get started on week or day number 23. This is just some of the things that I'm going to be using here in a little bit. I will hopefully use most of these products. We'll see what happens. So yeah, welcome in and say hi. And I kind of put this pin under here so that it wouldn't glare on you. So I'll move this so it doesn't glare too much, and we will get started. I hope you have had a great Labor Day weekend. I was off yesterday and today, which is very, very nice. And I really enjoyed it because my daughter was over this weekend and we crafted a lot. And we did clean out the attic, but we did craft some. So I kind of cleaned up my craft room and from that, and I'm sitting down to do this. So here we go. Day number 23. It says always enough. Newsflash. If your fridge is messy or your desk is cluttered, it doesn't mean that your life is a wreck. Don't let the voice of the enemy or the voice in your head make a few little things into a big, scary story. Remember, there are lots of pieces and parts to your life, and God holds every single one, even those that may need a little cleaning out. Ask Him to help you create some space to breathe a little easier. If something's bugging you or weighing you down, take care of it, or make a note and let it go for now. Then shift your focus to all the great things you have done. Give yourself a break. You're doing the best you can with what you have, and that is always enough. So we are going to read the 3 verses down here at the bottom. It says, so now there is no condemnation for those who belong to Jesus Christ. Romans 8:1. In every situation, take the shield of faith, and with it you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Ephesians 6:16. Return your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Psalms 116:7. It says over here, there's another one. It says, my times are in your hand. Psalms 31:15. I gessoed over it, so I barely can read it. The prayer says, because of you, Jesus, I am enough. Please remind me of that when I try to do too much. My life is in your hands. And it is. My life is his, and I give it all to him. So, for what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to emboss this page. I have no idea how that's going to work out, but we'll see. So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of times in life that we get way too busy, and we just need to slow down, take a deep breath, and he'll get us through it. All right, so I have the switch. So we will run this through, and hopefully I have the right sandwich. And we'll see if this works like I think it should. I don't even know. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. All right. It's through. Oh, that sounded really bad, didn't it? I'm sorry. Wow. It really doesn't like to go over the edge of that thing. So, all right, let's see what happened. Oh, that's cool. So I just used an embossing folder, and I embossed on my page. And I just made these little circles. Very cool. All right. So, whoops, I'm on this side. I took out a couple napkins. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
So I've already read it, but
I don't have mine handy, but I can just kind of follow along here in the chat with you and share it out.
Okay. All right. So I was just saying that I embossed my page.
Oh, that looks pretty.
So
I love that. Which folder did you use for that?
It's just a circle. I don't know who it's by.
It's very cool. I like that one.
So we're going to see what that does in my book. I don't know.
All right,
but
let me go share this out. I'll put it in the groups.
I really like this purple and yellow, so we're going to see what happens with this.
Oh, that's pretty. And you read it already, you said?
I did read it, yeah. Yep, I've been on for, it says about 7 minutes, so.
Okay.
Oh, that might be a little big.
Stacy coming?
No, they joined a 242, which is a small group at their church, and that meets tonight. So she won't be here tonight, but she will be here next week.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So how was your day?
It was good. How was yours?
Good. I didn't work.
Oh, you had a nice day off?
I did. Yep. They combined their Labor Day with a professional development day.
Oh, nice. And
they told us that we could either come in if we needed the hours, or we could just take it off. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need the hours that much.
Oh, good for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Let's see what we can do with this. We had it really cool here this morning. I about froze when I went outside. It was 56.
It was pretty cool here too. It was like 40-something degrees this morning.
Oh, brr. You were even colder.
It was chilly.
Yeah.
It was chilly. It's actually a little chilly right now. It warmed up and then it got chilly again. So
really?
Yeah. Yes.
I think it's about 80s probably out there right now. So ours warmed back up, but not hot like it had been.
Whew. I'm just going to mute for one quick sec.
Okay. So I'm just taking the plies apart. So who else is out there? Come on in and say hi. There we go. I know. I shouldn't throw those away, but I do.
Okay, here we go. Hello. It's loud over here.
Oh, it's fine.
All right.
No big deal.
What was the verse for today?
Which one? This one here?
Could you read the on the page to the left?
Yeah, so one of them is, so now there is no condemnation for those who belong to Jesus Christ, which is Romans 8:1. In every situation, take the shield of faith, and with it you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, which is Ephesians 6:16. And then return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Psalms 116:7. So basically it's telling you to just slow down, take a break, shift your focus if, there may be. So it says something about, remember there are lots of pieces and parts of your life, and God holds every single one of them. And I was like, absolutely, he does. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice.
So I'm just I took out this napkin, and then I took out this one. I will use the word relax down here.
Oh, that's nice. That's perfect.
And then it says also down here, it says, if something's bugging you or weighing you down, take care of it or make a note and let it go for now. And birds are never weighed down. They fly free.
That's right.
And so I just wanted to use all that. And I found these little pieces of paper, and it says, I just want to, and I'm going to say something about shift my focus and put my eyes on Jesus.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then I'd already gessoed my paper, and so we're just going to add a little color to it. I learned how to use some of my mixed media that I didn't have had forever in a lifetime. And when Stacy was over here this weekend, she's like, okay, get that out. We're going to see how to use it.
Oh, good. So you're using the distress crayons?
Yeah, that's what these are. Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. And then I also have the watercolor pencils, but I didn't use that one. So we'll just.
I think the watercolor pencils work very similar to those.
Yeah, I think they are. But, he always has to come out with something more so that you buy more.
So that you buy more. I know, exactly. Because if you think about, I think the gelatos are kind of like that too, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So I guess if you have just one of them, then you're good.
No, I have to have all of them.
Oh my. You're not the only one, though. You're not the only one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I hope this isn't too loud. I think I have to dry this page before I can glue this napkin down.
Well, you go right ahead.
Try to maybe put it on the. Oh, well, maybe it doesn't even work. Oh. Maybe. Yeah. Hey! Blowing everything else. Get away from my camera a little bit. Maybe it won't be as loud. Okay. So is there anybody out there yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I struggled after last week because I was here by myself, and it was kind of like, oh, that was really uncomfortable talking to yourself. And
I
was trying to decide. I was like, okay, do I keep doing it? And I just kind of doubted myself. And Sunday in church, it was very, very apparent. You need to keep doing this for me, not for you. And I was like, oh, okay, I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, we'll just keep on going. And, there was several that watched it back. So, even though people can't get here when I actually do it live, doesn't mean that they're not out there needing to hear it anyway. So, yeah.
Tell me what that verse, the number on the verse again. I'm just going to look it up really quick so I can talk about it.
Romans 8:1.
Thank you.
That's the first one anyway.
Romans 8:1.
Yep.
It's just hard not having it in front of me, but.
Right. Yep.
So Romans 8:1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Jesus Christ, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. So some interpretations of Romans 8:1, and I'm just reading this off of the Google, but it's helpful. When someone is in Jesus Christ, Jesus is their representative, and they are clothed in Jesus's righteousness.
Oh, nice.
So they're clothed in Jesus's righteousness. So it's just all around you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Could have done a nice art picture with, I don't know, something wrapping around a person.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been kind of cool, like a wind or something just going around a person, because he's, he wraps around it. And then let's see, another interpretation of that verse is when God looks at someone who is in Christ Jesus, God sees them as not guilty and with a perfect record.
Oh, yeah.
Guilty and with a perfect record.
Yep. So basically doesn't remember our sins.
Exactly. Let's see, this verse means that people who live out the gospel live as free people free from shame. Free from shame.
Yeah.
That's something I think we all need to try to work on,
Right. Yep.
I feel like there's always like so much out there that we're shameful of, not consciously shameful of.
Right.
Like, oh, I wish I had, I don't have the nicest car. I don't have, this person must think this of me. I have this and they have that, Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's something that, you'll need to be conscious of.
Yep.
Yeah. The people who live out the gospel live as free people, free from shame. Free from shame. Let's see. Hi, Lindy. How are you?
Hi, Lindy.
You. Let's see what else it says about that verse.
Ooh.
We are free from the law of sin, though he inevitably does. The Christian does not have to sin because he is freed from sin's dominion. We are free from the law of death. Death, therefore, no longer has any lasting power against the believer.
Nice.
Death, therefore, no longer has any lasting power against the believer. It has no lasting power against the believer. That's powerful.
Yep.
How are you, Lindy? It's so good to see you.
Are you crafting too right now?
Are you asking Lindy?
Yeah.
Lindy, what are you crafting? She's probably crafting right now. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
She probably is. And then what was the other verse? I'll look that one up right now real quick.
Ephesians 6:16.
Ephesians 6:16. Yeah, Teresa, I want you to eat the sandwich first. The sliders that I made. If you're going to eat, I want you to eat dinner. No.
I am good, Lindy. I was just telling Katie I had the day off today, so it was kind of nice.
So Ephesians 6:16, the shield of faith, which is the ability to apply faith in response to the devil's actions. Which is the ability to apply faith in response to the devil's actions. And how often do we have the ability at the time it's actually happening to have the faith?
Right. Well, yeah.
That response to the devil's actions, right?
Yeah. Just like Sunday or, after Tuesday, I was just like, yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to do, and that's him talking to me, it's like he's trying to say, no, I don't want you to do that. Of course,
Exactly.
And then when in church, it's like, hey, doesn't matter. If you're by yourself, so what? Go do it. And I'm like,
that's right. Yep, you don't need anyone to do it because you're doing it for you, right? You're doing it for you. You're doing it to hopefully, reach others that need to hear it.
Yep.
And if that happens, that's great, but you're still doing it for you in the long run, right? And you're doing
Do
good
it.
for your
Yeah.
soul.
Doing what I felt like I was asked to do.
Exactly.
So yeah. Yep.
We're good, Lindy. She ate dinner.
She,
Now.
because you told Teresa that she had to eat dinner, so she's like, I
Oh,
did eat dinner.
eat your dinner, Lindy. Get to dinner right now. All of you folks. All of you folks out there, eat your dinner.
Yeah, I have to eat afterwards.
Let's see. What else does it say about the Ephesians 6:16? Oh, were you going to say something?
Then we have another verse too, if you want to look it up.
Yes. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me see what else there is.
Okay.
And Paul says that when we put our weight on all that God has done for us in Jesus, then we are protected just like the soldiers were with their shields. And I think that was what that interpreted. I think that's written. That was like the actual. No, was that the actual verse in the book?
Ephesians
Soldiers with their
6:16.
shields.
Yeah, Ephesians 6:16. Yeah.
I'm just looking up the different meanings for it.
Oh
In
yeah.
every battle, you will need faith as your shield to stop the fiery arrows aimed at you by Satan. That is so true. Yeah, the fiery arrows. Yeah, it's like you're going into battle, right? Every day.
Right.
You're going
Hi,
in.
Leah.
You're going. Hi, Leah. How are you? Yeah, like every day we're going into battle, going into
Right.
a religious battle.
Yep.
We don't even know it sometimes, right?
Right. Exactly.
Until it presents itself.
Yep.
Good to see you, Leah. How are you? I hope you're having a good day.
Oh, that kind of blends in, but
That's looking so pretty. Okay, what was the other verse? Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, Sister Wendy. Psalms 116:7.
Psalms 116:7. Wendy, have you settled in with your move? Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Return to your rest. Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you.
Yeah, so this relaxed word that's kind of blending in, but that's okay.
There's your relaxed bird. That's right. You're resting.
Let's see.
Let's see, some different meanings and different ways to interpret that. Honey, turn that down a little bit. Turn it down. Okay. The psalmist is speaking to his own soul, urging it to return to a place of peace and contentment for the reason that the Lord has treated him generously. Urging him to return to a place of peace and contentment for the reason that the Lord is treating him generously. And then there's when a poor, so these are all different interpretations. When a poor sinner is awakened to a sense of his state and fears that he must soon sink under the just wrath of God, then he finds trouble and sorrow. When a poor sinner is awakened to a sense of his state and fears that he must soon sink under the just wrath of God, then he finds trouble and sorrow. Wow. I am doing well. Leah says I'm doing well. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day. Thanks, Leah. It's good to hear. Yes, we're having great days. Wendy is well, and she is unpacking.
Oh, yippee.
Your sister from another mister.
The unpacking job. Well,
gosh, I know. I don't envy that at all. Unpacking is just, oh gosh,
right.
It's just it's not very pleasant. Let's see, what else do we have here? So return unto thy rest, O my soul, for the Lord hath dealt bountifully with thee. For thou hast delivered my soul from death, mine eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. Will walk before the Lord in the land of the living. I hope she's resting, Leah. I know, right? That's powerful. They're powerful.
Nice.
Oh wow. So this is a prayer. It's when your only prayer is tears. So when you've just come to the point where you just are just that's it. It's just tears. It's all you've
Right.
got. When the pain of brokenness is so great that the only way to articulate praying is through tears of sorrow and grief. Oh, have you found that when you go to pray, all you can do is weep? It's not tears of joy or gratitude, but it's tears that stem from a deep inner sorrow. And those are prayers and tears. Oh,
Huh, nice.
I know.
Hmm.
Let's see what else. What else I can intrigue you folks with. I just need to feel settled. I know, Wendy, that's the thing about moving, right? You just, because your home is your sanctuary, right? It's
Right.
where we go to feel safe. It's where we go to feel comfortable and shielded, right? And just, it's a settling feeling for our souls
Mhm.
to have that house, right? To go to that safe place. And when you don't, when you're not settled, oh my gosh, it's like, it's just chaos, right?
Right.
Get there. You'll get there, Wendy. You're on your way.
Yep.
Yes, it's where you go to rest, right? Exactly, Leah. Let's see.
So one of the other things that I was impressed by the Holy Spirit Sunday, I had a hurtful situation happen to me at my church, and I didn't go to church for about a year because that minister was still there.
Yeah, I remember that situation.
So, but I had not got back into ministry since we've had this new pastor, and he's been here 3 years. But I still had not gotten back into any ministry because that was part of it. I felt like that this guy ripped the ministries out from under my hands, and I I was very persuaded that I needed to get back into ministry.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really know what I was going to do, and I hadn't even asked anybody, and my daughter was talking about how their church has mailboxes. So they have these just, mail slots basically that you can put things in, um, for like the people of the church and all this. And I told her, I said, I think that sounds like a great idea for our church. And I also felt like that I needed to be over that ministry, basically. Because she said, like, if they're gone or like Christmas time, people can put Christmas cards in there and they don't have to worry about the price of a stamp. Or like if you're not there, then maybe you put the bulletin that has all the announcements in it from that Sunday. So if somebody's not there, then you can put it in their mailbox and they have those announcements.
Oh, that's great.
And just that sort of thing. And I thought, wow, that sounds like a great lot of fun, to do that ministry. And like, um maybe I make a card and say, hey, missed you, and maybe it's only just like a postcard size, but on the back I could just say, we missed you Sunday. And
Mm-hmm.
just to let people, because the church is a revolving door sometimes if you don't like make people feel welcome.
Right.
And so, if you don't feel like you're missed, it's easier to miss the next Sunday, and it's easier to miss the next Sunday, and it's easier to miss the next Sunday. Well, then, so if I could do something like that and even use like a card front, just make up little cards. Like, for instance, I'll just show you one of the ones I made up this week for Stacy came over and we did cards for some of her kids for the Awana. She's a part of the Awana group at her church. And so she was wanting to send birthday cards for it. Those kids, and I made Oh, let's see. Which ones did I make? I made one like this. And I thought, even if I made that into just a postcard size,
Oh, that's so pretty.
and then on the back I can just say, hey, we missed you. Hope you're doing good. Hope to see you next week.
I
And
love that.
so I'm still, trying to work that through, and I still have to go to talk to pastor, but we'll see what happens from there.
That'd be great.
I finally, was basically, convinced, hey, you need to get back into ministry. So we'll see.
Oh, I think that's great. I think that'd be a wonderful thing for you, Sherilyn.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can craft and make these cards and, and so, yeah.
I love it. I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea. And you're right, though. It's so easy when, going to church, and then if you're not getting that fellowship and that notice, right, that you're there, and that people are caring about you, that they're noticing that you're not there because they miss you, right? They want to see you there, and you're not getting that kind of.
With that situation that I was just talking about, I had no one come and ask me why I wasn't coming to church.
Right, and that doesn't feel very good.
Yeah, there was one gentleman, and an older gentleman, I mean like 80s, that called our former pastor and told him that I wasn't there. And, so then when I called our former pastor and I don't know if he called me, I called him, whatever. I just told him what happened. And he was like, I'm so sorry it happened. He's like, but he's young, and, that doesn't excuse him, but, he is young, and he didn't really think before he opened his mouth, and said something pretty hurtful. So,
yeah.
Anyways, I've forgiven him, and we're past that.
Good. Very good. I'm glad to hear that.
Anyway, okay. So what I did was, my page is very wet. So I'm going to go around this when it dries with like a black pen, and it says relax there, because one of the things in here is it tells you basically to slow down and shift your focus and give yourself a break and all that. And I really like this napkin, so I put that one back there. And birds, a little earlier, I know some of you wasn't here when I read it. One of them said, if something's bugging you or weighing you down, take care of it, or make a note and let it go for now. Birds are never weighed down. They're always free to fly. And I just thought, this represented me plus that, as far as don't let every little thing weigh you down. It's not worth it. And so I represented that by the birds. And then this little paper says, I just want to, and part of it said in here, then shift your focus to all the great things you have done. So I want to shift my focus and put my eyes on the Lord.
I love it. I love it.
Then this saying, be open to whatever comes next, which is kind of going along with what I just said about the mailboxes and the ministry and all that. So it's really kind of hit home this week.
That's perfect.
So
that's really great.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody out there has any prayer requests that we need to add to our prayer request list.
Anybody out there for a prayer request today? We shall add you.
That's right. Exactly. But yeah, after last week, it was just like, wow, that was really quick. I should have been on longer than what I was, but I was like, I'm so nervous. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sure it was just fine.
Oh, I'm one of those that I don't like silence, though. I feel like I have to fill the silence.
Yeah, it's always easier to be on with somebody. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I understand.
Yeah.
But it's good that you went on.
Yeah. Like I said, I know that I'm just supposed to come on, no matter if anybody can come on with me or not. And I'm just supposed to, even if it takes me an hour and a half sometimes, it's going to take me an hour and a half sometimes. So, yeah.
That's okay. And Leah has come in with a prayer request. Leah Brannon, she says she has a prayer request for her cousin Lindsay and her daughter Gabby. So we will.
Okay.
Thank you, Leah, for sharing that with us.
So this is 9-3. Oh, and I was going to add this too. 9-3-24.
Let me see. And daughter. Gabby. And Wendy has one. Wendy has one for her sister Peggy, who's fighting breast cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Wendy.
That hits a little close to home too. That's what my mom started out as.
Is this a new sickness? Has this just happened, Wendy? I'm so sorry to hear that, but we will be praying for her too. My gosh.
Yep.
Yeah. That's really scary.
Yes, it is. Yep.
We'll be praying for all of them for comfort and peace. They had to testify against. Okay, so Leah said, "You're welcome, Wendy." So Leah says they had to testify. So this is her niece and her niece's daughter against her stepson today. And he is Gabby's half brother.
Wow.
Oh,
That's tough.
wow.
That's tough.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Yeah, their heart and mind are just probably battling each other, right? Oh,
Right.
that's a tough one, Leah. Oh boy.
Okay. We will definitely pray for those.
We will.
And I still have some of the others from last week too, or 2 weeks ago.
We do. That's right. We still have that list going.
Yep.
So we'll continue those prayers as well.
Yep.
Until we hear otherwise.
Right. Right. Yep.
So thank you guys so much for sharing that with us. And if anyone else has any other prayer requests, please let us know if you'd like to, or you could always, if you don't want to do it here, you could let us know in private. That's okay too, you know.
Just messages. Yep. Yep. So, and what one of us hears, we tell the other one, and
yes, exactly.
Life without parole or the death. Oh my! Wow. Mm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She would need chemo, but she does. Oh man.
Oh yes. My gosh, Leah, I can't even imagine how difficult.
Yeah, I can't.
Must have been. Diagnosed anything?
Wow.
Oh, goodness, Wendy. Okay. Wow.
Definitely prayers for you two ladies.
For both of you as well, because it's on your hearts as well. So we'll be praying for all of you. My gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There was and if you guys could keep, there's a boy in my town who just turned 16 and just started his junior year, and my son knows him, but he passed away in a car accident this past week right here in town. Yeah.
Do you want to share a name?
His name was Dwight.
Okay.
Just so sad. Just starting his junior year, and they think he fell asleep. He was driving at 11 at night, and I think he fell asleep, and the car flipped, and they found him.
Oh, wow.
Flipped like that. Yeah, it was just a terrible, terrible thing. Just a kind of a freak thing.
Right.
So sad. So sad.
Yeah.
In a small town, like everybody knows everybody, right? So it's like, oh, it's just very sad.
Right. Right.
Very sad.
Yep. Yep. Goodness.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for sharing your prayers with us, your prayer requests, and your stories. We appreciate it.
Yep. Yep. And so, any announcements that, like, Katie, you'll be on tomorrow? Mom had breast cancer at 43, uterine cancer at 60, beat both. She's 84. Oh, that's cool.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Wow. What a story.
Yes. And see, I had uterine cancer, so I know about that. My mom died from breast cancer, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
We are definitely sisters, Wendy. I don't know. We just have to be.
Wow. I know. Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness. So, but yeah,
Wow.
that's kind of on my daughter's mind too, because she called me after she left here Monday, and she's like, "Mom, how did you find out that you had the uterine cancer?" Because she's like, "It's been on my mind lately."
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, she's 34,
is she
and
not feeling well?
no, I don't think so. I just think that it's just kind of a worry because, you know, I had it and she's just not sure what the symptoms are to, kind of like
Right.
watch out for it, or is it hereditary? We don't know. I mean, it could be that it's not, but she's like, I just want to know, kind of what your symptoms was, so in case, because she said some of that uterine cancer is brought on by imbalance of hormones. And she says, I know that weight is a factor, and she is wanting to lose some weight. And
Uh-huh.
so, yeah, she was just like, what was it? What do I need to look for? And, but, I mean, I don't, she's not fearful of it. She's just wanting to be cautious to see, you know.
Sure. Yeah. So that's
So,
weighing on her mind and her heart
yeah,
right now for
yeah,
sure.
yep,
We'll have to keep her in our prayers
yeah.
too.
And then, like I said, nothing there, there's nothing right now that we know of, but, she was just like, I just kind of want to, watch out for anything that might be.
Well, that
So,
weighs on you
oh
too,
yeah,
it just those
yeah,
kind of things just weigh on you, and they weigh on you emotionally and physically. I
right,
mean, just it does so much to you when you worry like that. So
yep.
we'll have to
And
pray for
and I mean,
peace.
having cancer, even I mean, I still worry about it. It's just like
Yeah,
you
it's
come
a
up with a
scary
new symptom, and you're, oh no, oh my, do I have cancer? And so it's always
thing.
like weighing on my mind too. And but
I know it. I know it. It runs in my family as well, so I definitely understand
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
So,
understand
and
that.
I mean, after mine, then my mom died of it, and then my sister ended up having uh, one of her kidneys removed because it had it, and so it's starting to run in our family. So it's like,
Right.
just wants to, just be a little more on alert
Yeah.
to anything that might, you know present itself. But like I said, nothing right now, you know. But she just was curious of how I found it. She couldn't remember, so
I'm sure. I'm
yeah.
sure. Wow.
So I mean, she was young when I had it. So anyway, okay. So announcements. Katie, you on tomorrow?
Yep, I will be on tomorrow at
Okay.
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well.
And I am going to cancel my sale this week. We are actually doing a garage sale up at Stacy's on Friday and Saturday, and so I'm going to go up there on Thursday night and start pricing my stuff out and getting all that ready, because I didn't price any of it before she took it in her car. So I will be back on the following week on Thursday.
Okay. Oh, I hope you do good.
Yeah,
Good luck.
we'll see. But we both said whatever we don't sell is not going back in our house. It will go to the thrift store. So
Good for you.
yeah, because we're like, nope, not coming back. Because see, mine goes up 2 floors because it goes to the attic, and hers goes down a floor. So we're like, we're not carrying it up and down, up and down, up and down. Nope, not happening.
Yeah, I understand that. Oh my gosh.
Uh, so
I understand that. Well, then I hope you have great success.
yeah, what else sells, what doesn't. It's all right. Oh, it's still
Yeah.
wet. I was going to trace over
It's
that.
still going anyways, right?
That's right. That's right. And that way, then, we tried to get rid of some of it, and what we didn't. Bye. See you later.
That's right.
Well, and especially if we end up like moving. It's like I just want all that stuff out of here before I have to do it at that time.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah. Well, I hope to move anyways. Let's put it that way.
It'll come. It'll come. If
I
it's meant
know.
to, it'll happen.
It will. Just not moving fast enough for me, but
I know.
oh. All right, ladies, this was nice and fun and we just have to we are enough. We
That's
are
right.
enough. And we have to get that into our heads that, we are enough. So,
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, ladies.
see everybody later. Bye.
Bye. Hugs.